Years after the raid on Macon, we're heading up an all-out assault on Peleliu Island. No POWs to rescue this time. Our mission? Take the airfield and cripple their supply network. Alongside familiar faces, fresh-faced recruits. The older guys like Miller, Sergeant Sullivan, and myself. We're known as the old breed. Old. We're not even out of our 20s.
It's time.
Good luck, all of you. This is it, Miller.
Okay, keep it together and we'll get through this in 3 days.
There they go. Bastards ain't gonna know what hit them.
Navy's been bombing the hell out of the island for 2 days straight. Miller, we hit any resistance on the beach? You get on that radio and call for immediate missile support.
Don't think twice.
Roebuck, I want you up the beach and at that tree line ASAP. You're on point as we move inland.
Got it.
What the hell? Was that one of ours?
Fuck. East Ridge. There's a 200mm on the point.
Stay with it, Marine.
Another LBT's been hit!
Everyone, keep your heads down. You hear me?
20 seconds!
Hang in there, kid.
We need to get off this thing! Ah, shit!
Driver, drop the ramp! That gun can zero in on us anytime!
It's the Coral! We're stuck on the...
Drop the ramp! I got you, Miller! You're still in one piece! Plan's gone to shit! Tojo's got a defensive line dug in just beyond the tree line! We got heavy MG fire tearing up the beach!
Hello everyone, and welcome to our Call of Duty World at War Let's Play. Today we continue our assault with Little Resistance.
What are you waiting for, Miller?
Salvo HE, Waco 8-1, Azimuth 3-5, range 28 on the way.
Alrighty boys, here come the big guns. They're about to just wreak havoc all over this beach line, it looks like. Looks like we were able to successfully take those guys out with relative ease.
Tree line. Move!
Where's the fire coming from?
Don't let him get a fix on you! Move! Move!
What the hell went wrong? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance!
That rocket strike should have softened him up!
Stay down! What do we do? Get moving! Find the Sarge!
Everyone ready? Up and over!
Get ready, boys!
Shit.
Put him down! MG nest!
Hit the deck!
Flamethrower, move up!
Burn them.
Fix bayonets! Use them if you have to!
They're right there!
Pick it up! Push through their lines!
Flank left around the bunker.
Alright, well they're not careful. Our friendlies are actually going to find themselves getting stabbed in the back. So of course we're going to move up to some cover here. It looks like we have quite a bit of guys that are actually taking refuge behind this little log over here. But of course it's not as good as our headshotting abilities. Obviously we're going to spend a little bit of time to try to line up some good shots there. Unfortunately that dude just does not appear to be wanting to die. He's having some difficulties, you know. He has one of those pristine helmets that we've heard all about where you can take several shots to the face and just be perfectly fine. Now, of course, the M1 Garand is an incredibly effective weapon. We've talked about this in the past, but of course one of the negatives to it is that when you happen to utilize all the ammunition in the clip, it does make a pinging noise, and eventually the Japanese caught on to that and started to utilize that against us, which was never good. You know, we don't want the opposition to be knowing all of our secrets. I mean, while the ping is a very iconic sound, unfortunately it was kind of one of those things that ended up being a really, really bad thing for a lot of people that found themselves running out of ammunition in the midst of combat. Now, of course, in terms of the damage model, if you happen to line up one of those beautiful headshots, you can expect to drop them with one simple shot. However, if you happen to do some body shooting, obviously it could take upwards of 3 rounds, depending on if you're hitting limbs or precisely what you're hitting. Now, of course, we're going to get a quick new little mag in here real fast, and of course, we're going to continue to move up with our brand new clip that's actually been added to our weapon. Doing some pretty good damage ultimately, but we're actually going to be peeking this corner here before very long. I definitely wouldn't say the M1 Garand is a collateral machine by any stretch, but of course, you can't really go wrong. I mean, it utilizes a heavy caliber, and I would not want to be shot with this thing in any particular fashion, regardless of body armor or if you just happen to be a real man and eat bullets for breakfast. Regardless of that, it does a lot of damage. Now, of course, we're going to get a brand new clip in there real quick. I know we probably could have utilized those several shots, but, you know, it never really hurts to be fully prepared for the type of combat you might find yourself in. You have a couple of barrels that are on fire. Obviously, those are actually dealing pretty good damage. A guy that's actually decided to run in that actually would have probably hurt us a little bit. Of course, like we've talked about, the hip fire is not really that bad for a weapon like this. You would expect it to pretty much just be absolutely awful, but it's not too bad.
Good shot, Miller. Take him down.
Now, we do have some tall grass over here. That's always a terrifying thing. Of course, it looks like I was correct in that, considering that these makeshift ghillie suits do make it a little bit more challenging. One of the nice things, though, is that they don't really have any body armor when they have those makeshift ghillie suits, so we don't really have to worry too much about them kind of dealing a lot of damage to us, but it does make our life a little bit more challenging when they start rushing in with bayonets affixed and they decide that they feel like they can probably hurt us quite a bit, but they don't realize we're a U.S. Marine. We're kind of bred for this kind of stuff. In the meantime, we're going to drop some artillery over there on those guys. Obviously got a couple of gentlemen in here that decided to take refuge. Of course, we're going to move over and get rid of that guy, but we also need to be careful of several other guys that may be down there. That dude looks a little suspicious, so of course we're going to drop him pretty easily. It's never a bad thing to have a full clip, especially with a weapon like this. You don't really have a whole lot of ammunition, and it's not really something that you'd want to be caught out in the open with. So of course, we're going to kind of prematurely reload frequently. I'm going to back up just a little bit. I hear some guys making some noise, which is always terrifying. That looks to be a head over there, but I'm having some difficulties seeing him. It looks like we shot that dude several times in the back, and he ate all of that ammunition. So, of course, the unfortunate part of the caliber is that sometimes it just decides not to register. Again, we made that ping noise, so obviously any smart Japanese member would kind of be rushing us, considering that they would recognize that we don't really have ammunition. However, luckily, the stripper clips that the weapon utilizes are relatively easy to get a brand new clip in there, because you don't really need to wait very long. Dropped one of those strikes just to see if we could kind of clear up those MG guys for just a brief moment. We do need to kind of continue to move up, though. Looks like we do have an entrance right over here, and we're going to slowly clear this, making sure we check all of our corners. Looking pretty good. Not seeing anything too crazy.
Shit, mortar pit behind us. They've got those squads pinned down. Get on those MGs and tear them up!
Alright, we do have several guys over here, so obviously I'm going to try to set up a car bomb real quick, see if we can actually kind of deal quite a bit of damage to those guys. Looks like we got a couple more guys over here trying to do their job, but unfortunately their time has come, so of course we're going to kind of continue to clean these guys up with relative ease. Looks like we got rid of one of those tanks. Obviously, we got just one more. He appears to be really focused on just about nothing. So, obviously, we're going to kind of get him locked real quick. Obviously, we have our friendlies over there, but this tank is about to no longer be a problem for anybody.
Outstanding,
Elbow on
Marines!
target.
Out-fucking-standing!
Good work, all of you.
Everyone, on me.
Offshore rocket strike at the ready.
What now, Sarge?
Secure the surrounding area. Wait for the Major's
When
orders.
do we rest?
Soon, Pulaski. Soon.
No! Sullivan, no! Hold on, you're gonna be okay! Corpsman,